And at the bottom, you would want to write your statement saying that Miss Burkle, and I'm just going to put Miss B class collected 241, and I would say more box tops than Miss Glide. And since I don't have enough room and I don't want to jumble it up and then you really can't read it, but in my checkbox, I would also write a statement justifying my answer saying that Miss B's class collected 241 more box tops than Miss Glide's class. Okay, let's look at another example. And the problem says in Texas, the hottest days of last year was 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and the coldest day was 24 degrees Fahrenheit. What is the difference between the hottest temperature and the lowest temperature? So we know that we are trying to compare the temperature in Texas and the temperatures in Texas on last year, and we know that the highest temperature for or the hottest day it was 105 degrees Fahrenheit, and the coldest day was 24 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, any good detective always identify clues, and so here is our clue right here. Difference between is the action words that we're looking for to compare the hottest temperature and the coldest temperature. I understand that on the hottest day, the temperature was 105 degrees Fahrenheit. I also understand that the coldest temperature was 24 degrees. And my action word or vocabulary is difference between. So I'm trying to find the difference between the hottest day and the coldest day. And I'm just going to abbreviate between. BT is um, representing between, and I'm going to put hottest day and coldest day. And I'm going to write coldest here. And I'm limited on space. Of course, when you guys come back in person, we will be able to show you in a bigger space on everything that is going to be included in each section of your problem solve plan. So just bear with me and know that this information, oh, I'm sorry. This information is under my understand section of my problem solving plan, okay? So my plan. So I've already shown you one way or one strategy you can use to solve subtraction by using a strip diagram. Now, if you want to use a strip diagram for every problem, you can. But because I know some students like to use a number line, I'm going to show you how we can use a number line um, to solve our problems. As well as we're going to use how we can decompose a number and use that information as well to subtract. Now, for your plan, if you want to continue using the strip diagram to put in the plan, that's fine. Okay. So we know that we have, and I'm sorry that my drawing is a little bit crazy looking, but it's very hard to write using the mouse on your keypad and draw. So we know that the hottest day was 105. We also know that the coldest day was 24 degrees. And we have a missing part. Now, your strip diagram can, the 105 can be at the bottom, it can be at the top. It doesn't matter. Again, it doesn't matter the order of how you arrange the numbers in your model. You just want to make sure that when it comes time to solving, you know where to place each number. So the greatest number is going to always represent your whole, okay? And then this is part of our whole, and then we're trying to figure out that missing part. So I am going to model a number line now, how we can use a number line to solve for subtraction problems. So of course I'm going to start with 105, and we start to the right of our number line. Now, it's up to you what pattern you want to use and what's easy for you to count back. So remember that we're going to have to count back 24 on our number line. So you want to make sure that you find a strategy as far as counting that is easiest for you, that is most efficient for you, so that you don't get confused when you're trying to use your number line, because it can be kind of confusing when you're using a number line, okay? If you don't understand your numbers and you're not able to count forwards and backwards. So you want to, if you think that this would be too difficult for you, then you probably don't want to use this strategy, and that's okay, because you can still use the standard algorithm. You can still use base 10 if you need to draw a picture to help you with solving. It's up to you, okay? Okay, so I am going to count back 10 on my number line, and if I count back 10 on my number line minus 10, so if I subtract 10 from 105, that would give me 95, okay? And if I count back or subtract 10 from 95, that would give me 85. So remember that we are counting back 24 places or spaces or hops on our number line. So what I've done is, since I'm counting back 24 spaces, I have decomposed 24, and I have decomposed 24 by 10 and another 10. And since I've already went back 20, now I need to go back 4 more. Okay, so if I count back 4 from 85, that's going to give me 81. And again, if the number line is confusing to you, then you do not have to use this strategy, okay? You can use the standard algorithm, you can draw pictures, whatever strategy for solving is easy for you to understand and apply whenever you see a um, problem involving subtraction, use that strategy, okay? So to check my work, I am going to use the same, I can use a number line to check my work using the same strategy. So I can start at 81. And of course, I want to add up or count up to 20. And so since I'm counting up to 24, that means that I need to move my number line to the right now because my number is increasing. At first, I went back to the left because I was trying to find the difference. And when I move back to the left, you see that my number decreased from 105, counting back 24 to 81. So I'm starting at 81 and I'm going to count up to 105, but I should end at 105, but I'm counting up to 24. So I'm going to start by adding 10. So if I add 10 to 81, that will give me 91. If I add 10 to 91, that will give me 101. And if I add 4 to 101, I will have 105. And again, we want to make sure that we include our statement here in the box. It says, what is the difference between the hottest temperature and the coldest temperature? And so the difference between the hottest temperature and coldest temperature in Texas I'm going to abbreviate temperature in Texas last year was 81 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I have shown, I've used the number line to find the difference, and I've also used a number line to check my computation or to check my thinking.